Hello, this is the class of Introduction to Data Science, and I use this recording to continue the lesson about the data pre-processing. So last time we already reached this section about the transformation, and yeah, you know how to transform the data. Maybe I will just use this one, and yeah, we transform the data to another kind of numbers. So let's say this is we are creating the mean, and we are going to see the 5 top of the data, 5 rows of the data, and then yeah, we want to find the mean when the total bill on the respective days. So for example, this is the mean for the Thursday, this is the mean for the Friday, this is the mean for Saturday, and this is the mean for Sunday. And we can transform each of the data. Let's say this data is on Saturday. Okay, am I correct? So we have the first data is on the first data is on Sunday. Okay, then when we are making the lambda format like this one, so we are going to minus with the mean of the Sunday. So the 16.92 is minus by the mean of Sunday. So the second data also depending about the day, and we can make this new column with regard to this function. And yeah, if you want to use the other kind of if you want to use all the numerical attributes like the total bill and tip and the size, then you can use the global function like this one without mentioning the specific attribute. Yeah, so this is the example that I give to you. Yeah. So we can have the result as this one. Yeah. Apply method. So we already reached this section, and yeah, the apply method lets you apply an arbitrary function to the group result. So the function should take a data frame and return either a pandas object or a scalar. And the combined operation will be tailored to the type of the output return. So we can see in the example, the apply will normalize the first column by the sum of the second. So let's see this one. We are going to make the tip percent. Okay. So the tip percent is 100 multiplied by tip divided by the total bill. Okay. And then yeah, we already reached this one. Okay. And when you want to do more functions on the tip percent, yeah, we can get this is the result of the tip percent. This is based on the total bill, the tip divided by the total bill multiplied by 100. And yeah, we can say that this data will be in the data one. And what we are going to do here is to make the data as a normalized. Okay. So normalize means I want to normalize the data, because if the data is like this one, okay, so I create a new column data one. The data one is the same with the tip percent, and we do not know what is the minimum and what is the maximum. Okay, in order, if we know that the minimum might be maybe 0, okay, and what about the maximum? So yeah, the limit is unlimited, so it's better to find a way to normalize the data. So the one way to normalize the data is by dividing for every data with the mean. Okay, so do you know what is the operation of this one? So if I have like x, we have the division equal to 5, for example. So it means we have x equal to x divided by 5. So we want to have a new value of x, and the new value of x will be the old value or the current value of x divided by 5. And it will be saved into the variable x data. So x data here is the column, the new column data 1. Okay? And for every of x will be written. Okay. Now you can see we use again display. So the first display is to show the tips.head, and the tips.head here is just to show the first 5 data. Okay? And then the tips group by day. I want to group by the day, and I want to apply. Okay, so this apply means I want to use a particular function. In this case, I want to use num by data2. Okay, num by data2 is the name of this function. Okay, and then yeah, after I apply this num by data, so the num by data is this one. So for every data in the data 1, it will be divided by the tip percent mean. So we will get the mean here. Okay, so we will calculate what is the mean of this column, and then it will be so for this one it means the 5.94463 divided by the mean of the tip percent. Then yeah, we get the value 0.356188, and the next row will be 16.054159 divided by the mean of the tip percent. So we will have the new value, which is the 0.96 and so on. So by using this one, we can do any other normalization. Let's say you want to divide with the maximum, or you want to divide with the minimum, and etc. Okay, so you can also define with this kind of function. The apply within the group by is quite flexible, and the only criterion is that the function takes data frame and returns pandas object or scalar, and what you do is up to you. So in the middle, you can see the function, like this one. You can see the function here. So you can do as you want to normalize. And at this time we learned that the normalize is dividing by the mean. Okay, there's another aggregation about the numerical data. Okay, maybe I need to I need to put this one as the slide. Okay. Okay, so for this one, for this chapter, we are going to learn more about the aggregation on the numerical data. So what we are going to learn here is to aggregate, or if we have the numerical data and we want to cut, so we want to cut, or we call it Q-cut. Okay, what is the difference between cut and Q-cut? So we'll see the example here. We have the description of the tips data like this one. I guess you know that we can know about the mean, standard deviation, minimum, and the quartile and the maximum for every numerical attributes. And let's say I want to make a cut. So the cut mean I want to set the value. So I do not want to have the numerical variable, but I want to have only two different categories. So the first category will be the number from 0 until 29, and the other category will be a number from 30 until 59. Okay, so how do I define this one? Yeah, actually it depends on you. Let's say if you take a look on this one, the total bill. Okay, so the total bill, the maximum is 50. Okay, and the median is 17 point something, and the mean is 19 point something. Okay. Let's say I know that yeah, she have a $50 as the maximum, so I want to set, yeah, if you want to set like 0 until 25 and 25 until 50, that's also possible. Okay, but maybe for this example I would like to use this kind of ranges. Yeah, so first I will make a new variable, which is the new variable from the tips data set. So in this case, the comment will create a new variable. Okay, so when you just do with the cut, okay, when you just do with the cut, you will just see the result, but the result will not be safe. Okay? So when you have the new variable, then the result after you cut the data, you will be saved into this variable. So in this case, I would like to cut the column total bill, and the total bill, which is the numerical variable, will be categorized into two different numbers, two different ranges. The first ranges is from 0 until 29, and the other ranges is from 30 until 59. So if I run this one, yeah, I can see. Okay, so this is the result from the bill. And yeah, if you see the first 20 data, then you will see that this data is in the range of 0 until 30, in the range of 0 until 30 and so on. And this row is in the range of 30 until 60. Okay, if you see this the symbol, it means we have different. Okay, if we have this until this part. Okay, so it means we have a number 0, exactly 0 until before 30. Okay, so not equal to 30, but it is the meaning is before 30. Okay, so you can say this is lower than 30, and then we have the 30 and we have the square bracket, so it means equals 30 until 60. Okay, 60, and then you have like this one. Oh, sorry, so 30, yeah, you have, we starting from 30 and then with until less than 60. Okay, and yeah, we have two intervals like this one. Yeah, this is the interval, and if you check the look on the data, yeah, you already know that there are two pins. Now if I use the bill to here, I would like to cut. Okay, so I would like to cut the total bill, and then I want to make 3 pins. So it means when you are making the data, let's say I have the data until 0 until 50 point something. Okay, point 4.8. Okay, and yeah, we want to cut. So the range between 0 until a value, and then a value until a value, and then there's a value until 50.8. So the pin means there are 3 pins, the first pin and the second pin and then the third pin. Okay. In the previous example, we have only 2 pin. Okay. Yeah, in this case, we have only 2 pin. The first pin is this one, the first ranges, and the second pin is this one, the second ranges. So if you take a look on the result, after I do with the pin, then you can see we have the first pin is between 3 until 18, and then the second pin is between 18 until 34. Okay. And yeah, you can see here there are 3 categories. So 3 until 18, 18 until 34, and 34 until 50. So they automatically create the pin based on the range of the number. We have 3 until 50. So they create a quite similar range in between of this category. And yeah, that's about the cut. Yeah, so we want to cut the data. Yeah, and yeah, the cutting you can set 2 different way. The first cut is directly with the real values. Okay, so the real value means you want to set between 0 until 30 and then 30 until 60. Okay, for example, and the other is based on the pins. Okay, so the pins you can set the integer number. If you set the pin equal to 3, then yeah, it will divide the data into 3 different pins. The other way to cut this numerical data, we can use qcut. Okay. The qcut is based on the quantile. Okay, in the qcut, it is a quantile cut. So we are going to cut the tip into 2 quantiles. If it is based on the 2 quantiles, it means it is based on the median. If we have the median is the quantile 2 or 50%, then the first data will be less than the median and the other data will be higher than the median, because here we set the data equal to 2 for the qcut. Okay, and we are going to cut the tip. Now if you run this one, what will happen on the data is, yeah, you have 2 categories, and the first category is the category between 0.999 until 2.9, and the other category is the tip in between 2.9 until 10. Okay. So this is the way to use the qcut and cut, because it is important to understand that one. Later we will use again the cut and qcut for doing another kind of aggregation. Okay. So we learned already about this section about the group by, and we learned about the split apply combine approach. Actually, yeah, you already learned inside of this group by, even though you cannot see the real split apply combine, but inside of the group by, they apply the split apply combine approach. And we learn about how to aggregate, we learn how to filter, and we learn how to transform, and we learn also about the apply. Okay, so this is the end of this 4.0, and I will move to the next Jupyter notebook with another video.